committed to keeping you informed. Depend on News Radio 610 WTVN. This is continuing award-winning news coverage. More than just a headline. On News Radio 610 WTVN, Columbus.
Battling the devastating wildfires out west. Good morning. I'm Scott Gerfen.
And I'm Ken Stevens with the 8 o'clock report on News Radio 610 WTVN. It's brought to you by Huntington Bank and the United Way.
Here's 610 WTVN's traffic and weather together on the 10s for Bryant Heating and Cooling. Here's Greg Sinclair.
Still with some brake lights now. 315 southbound coming down between 161 and Bethel. 71 southbound sluggish from about North Broadway into the fairgrounds. And we're still dealing with this earlier slowdown up on the northeast side. It's inbound, westbound, 161 just coming up onto Sunbury. Had an earlier accident there. Was blocking. You'll see what's left of it over to the right side. More traffic reports on anyone. I'm Craig Sinclair with Bryant Heating and Cooling, 610 WTVN traffic on the 10.
I'm meteorologist Pat Pagano on the 24-hour 610 WTVN Weather Center. Well, we have maybe a shower, otherwise mostly cloudy, cool weather today with a high of 50. Complete forecast coming up.
39 degrees now. It's partly cloudy at your official weather station.
Wind-driven wildfires across Southern California have killed more than a dozen people and destroyed more than 850 homes. The fires have already consumed over 250,000 acres, and there's word of some harrowing escapes.
Walls of flames leaping over houses, and one of them was mine, and hit my next-door neighbor and just burst their house into flames and just scorched mine.
The fires have snarled traffic across the region. Even air traffic is a mess, with airlines canceling or delaying hundreds of flights.
Tonight's Chargers-Dolphins game has been moved to Tempe, Arizona, where ticket holders will be offered refunds or tickets to the game at Sun Devil Stadium, reports Kurt Sandoval.
If you want to see the game in person, Charger officials tell us it's first come, first serve in Arizona. But if you're going to make the trip, bring some cash. Sure, it's free, but they're taking monetary contributions to be collected at Sun Devil Stadium for the San Diego Wildfire Relief Fund.
A suicide truck bomber crashed through the security barrier outside the International Red Cross in Baghdad this morning. It was one of several blasts in the city, as John Berman reports from the Iraqi capital.
A violent morning here in Iraq. As many as 40 people killed in 5 separate attacks. One of the deadliest was right behind me at the Baghdad headquarters of the Red Cross, where 10 people were killed. 3 American soldiers were also killed overnight in roadside attacks in what has been one of the bloodiest days here in months.
Today marks the start of the Ramadan holiday.
Columbus police continue to sort out details surrounding the kidnapping of a woman on the north side Sunday.
Michelle Parsons was taking a road trip with her sister when a car appeared in a rearview mirror, tailing her to the back of a Columbus fire station on East Weber Road. Before she could get help from firefighters, police say Ronald Taylor forced his way into her car and drug her out, then threw her into the back of his car and sped away. They took her to 2268 Atwood Terrace, which is where police caught up with them. Police have charged Ronald Taylor with kidnapping and abduction. A second man, Eric Walker, is accused of driving the getaway car. Michelle Parsons suffered only minor injuries from the ordeal. Greg Harris, News Radio 610 WTVN.
4 people will appear in Highland County Court this morning accused of severely beating a mentally handicapped Hillsborough man and dumping him alongside a road. And sheriff's deputies say Robert Duffy was left there for 4 hours before he was found.
Coming up next, did the time change bring a restless night of sleep?
610 WTVN News Time. It's 8:04.
Meet Linda.
Hi there.
Linda works at Huntington Bank.
Your official weather station, News Radio 610 WTVN.
610 WTVN News Time. It's 8:05. A high of 50 today. Might see a shower. A cold 37 overnight. Showers tomorrow. And temperatures begin to rebound midweek. Mid-70s maybe by the weekend. Right now, partly cloudy and 39 at your official weather station.
First day back to work for most people after the return to standard time. Sleep disorders expert Dr. Beth Mallow says the 1-hour change should not do much harm.
It, in some ways, can improve our functioning. And in other ways, we might just want to be sure that a slight change doesn't set us off too much.
Dr. Mallow says the true human biological clock runs on a 25-hour day, but we keep ourselves on a 24-hour day to match Earth's rotation.
Another controversial book about the late Princess Diana goes on sale today. It's written by her former butler.
Displays of the book are up, and the publishers are hoping sales of A Royal Duty will be brisk. But in a quick survey of people in central London, I found a lot of royal fatigue.
It should be finished. It should not be dragged up after all these years. Just let her rest in peace.
I think it's all very suspicious and very distasteful.
Some disappointment in ex-butler Paul Burrell, some sympathy for Diana's boys, but mostly this.
I'm not really interested.
Kate Bowie, ABC News, London.
610 WTVN News Time is 8:06.
Good Monday morning. Your 610 WTVN Buckeye football update. Ohio State stays at number 8 in this week's AP media poll. Michigan State checks in at number 9. This week, Ohio State plays at Penn State, 3:30 Saturday afternoon on ABC. The Bengals win 2 in a row for the first time in 2 years, taking Seattle 27-24. New England over Cleveland 9-3. Only one remaining unbeaten NFL team, Kansas City at 8-0, beating Buffalo last night. High school football playoffs open Friday night. We'll broadcast Walnut Ridge at Independence. The NASCAR race Sunday postponed because of rain. They'll resume at 11 a.m. this morning in Atlanta. I'm George Lehner, 610 WTVN 2020 Sports, the home of the best Buckeye coverage.
Let's get to the heart. Let's cut to the chase.
United Way of Central Ohio. Let's get to the heart of what matters.
News Radio 610 WTVN, Columbus's news, weather, and traffic station.
Time for another check of 610 WTVN's traffic and weather together on the 10s. Highways first. For Bryant Heating and Cooling, here's Craig Sinclair.
Well, we've had some heavy traffic, 315 southbound, coming down past 161 towards Bethel, but now just a little past 161. We've got an accident there. It's blocking the center and left lane, so stay on over to the right. That seems to be what's causing all your backup. Once you get past that point, you're in pretty good shape now on into the campus area. 71 southbound, that's a little sluggish too as you make your way down past North Broadway on into the fairgrounds. And still kind of heavy too coming in from the west side, eastbound I-70. Just past the river, a stalled tractor trailer over to the right berm. Pretty much out of the way, but very close to that right-hand moving lane. More traffic reports than anyone. I'm Craig Sinclair with Bryant Heating and Cooling, 610 WTVN traffic on the 10s.
My exclusive 610 WTVN 3-day forecast. Maybe a shower. Otherwise, mostly cloudy, cool today, about 50. Mostly cloudy tonight, 37. Overcast and breezy with showers Tuesday, 52. It'll become sunny on Wednesday, 62. I'm meteorologist Pat Pagano on the 24-hour 610 WTVN Weather Center.
Humidity 92%. The winds from the north 5 miles per hour. Barometer steady 29.93. Partly cloudy skies 38 degrees in Reynoldsburg 39 at your official weather station. With Ken Stevens, I'm Scott Gerfen on the station with news every 30 minutes. Breaking news at once. News Radio 610 WTVN.
From breaking news and weather advisories to the latest on the Buckeyes, another update is coming at the bottom of the hour. When you need to know, depend on News Radio 610 WTVN.